dudes.
The dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listen to tunes.
Drinking some brews.
Drinking some brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews. All right, I guess it did its thing. We're doing our thing now. Why does the background keep changing? We're gonna have to get somebody to fix this stuff.
Where's Brenda from French Lick?
Brenda from French Lick. She's she's at home down in French Lick, watching the show like usual.
Probably drinking the wine out of the bottle like she does.
Anyways, what is this? It's
Sunday night.
Sunday night,
8 p.m.
8 p.m. It's November 11th, 20,000s and 18s.
Correct. What we call
MMXL pizzas. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know this kind of stuff. Roman numerals and stuff. Anyways, I'm Harlow Santana. This is my pal
Josh Froman here.
And the guy on the end, he's our guest for the evening. This is he's Dillon MCKEE.
Dillon MCKEE.
We don't have any fun nicknames for him yet, but
we got plenty through the years.
Yeah,
I can think of one right offhand. But
welcome to Dudes,
Tunes,
and Brews.
And Brews.
That's correct.
This is the program where we sit here, we drink beer, we discuss the beer, we discuss things. We learn a little bit about ourselves and
each other,
and have a little bit of fun along the way.
And tonight is actually episode 23.
23,
which is the dude's favorite basketball player, Michael Jordan's.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's the universal player, right? Yeah. Right, ladies? So that's what we're talking about. They're talking about doing a Space Jam 2, and he's not even going to be a part of it.
Space Jam 2.
This isn't even Space Jam, is it?
Yeah, I think they're going to do it with, what's his name? Who's that big basketball player?
Oh, the Cleveland guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Kobe Bryant?
Kobe Bryant.
He's all over the news, and people talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
He was with the Miami Heat.
Oh, he's that guy. Yeah, he was Lamar Burton.
Lamar Burton.
I don't think it's Lamar Burton.
Oh, shoot.
Double Dizzle McKee, says Brandy Lacefeld in the live chat. Thank you for
using
the live chat there. People need to understand they can chat with us, and we can chat with them.
And you can see the chat on your screen at home.
Yes, with a little bit of movie magic, people. Your words that you type into that little box come into this little box that we type.
Comes into this box, goes into that box. They're just boxes all around.
It comes in the box.
It's boxing.
Yeah, foxy boxing.
Foxy
so just have some fun with it. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm having fun tonight, man. That's been a heck of a week.
Yeah,
it has been. It's been a long week.
Very long week.
It's the week following Halloween, which is surprising. Halloween's already 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And next week, this upcoming week, is the precursor to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it just flows right into it. Just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know?
Yeah.
Then you got some mashed potatoes on your plate. You're looking up that
You're
gravy.
riding a boat, on top of gravy. And
the gravy train, right into the kazoo train.
Spoon paddle and taking naps.
Paddle.
Now, there should have been, I wonder if there's, a Willy Wonka version where it's, Thanksgiving Willy Wonka. Instead of it being candies and stuff. It's
they should do that. That'd
like
be
a gravy river.
That'd be fantastic.
I
know I would, fall into a gravy river.
Gravy river? You'd be the Augustus Gloop.
I would be the Augustus Gloop of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Willy Wonka.
Gravy is my favorite condiment.
Yeah, what kind of gravy though?
Ooh, I like gravy. It depends on what I'm putting it on.
Right.
Now, I can use a little sausage gravy on a biscuit, maybe a little bit of bacon gravy.
Bacon gravy, okay.
If I'm having if I'm having meat. Like pork or turkey or chicken, then I want a little bit of the meat gravies for those, like some pork gravy.
Sure, yeah.
Or the universal brown gravy, light gravy. Brown, dark brown.
Oh yeah. I like my beers like I like my gravies.
Right.
Brown
and skunky.
Skunky, yeah. I mean, because we all know that KFC, I think, is the universal gravy.
KFC's gravy is like, you could put that, you could do bologna sandwiches in that and be happy.
Yeah, for real. I think that's probably not, you're not wrong.
No.
Yeah. But I just found out recently somebody was like, I think that's beef gravy. And I'm like reading on this Reddit crap, and come to find out it's they take the chicken, the oil from the fried chicken, and then they turn it into the gravy.
And that's the country way to do it. You make your meat, and you take your meat out of the pan, and all them good drippings. You throw some flour and some water, some milk and cornstarch, bibbity boppity boom, you got gravy.
Oh, we got the 13 herbs and spices seasoned into it.
That's
Anytime I make pork chops, I make myself a nice pork pan gravy out of that dripping, all that caramelized stuff. Throw a little applesauce in there.
You put cornstarch in some pork drippings, and it's easily Jello if you put too much in there.
Too much. Cornstarch is one of the things where a little absolutely goes a long way.
Oh, but it's just like, you're just sitting there and you're just like, I guess I gotta eat this. And so you're just eating these pork Jello.
That's like how pudding is. Like, if you want to make actual pudding at home, you just put cornstarch in some chocolate water, basically.
Dude, what about say you're a Kentucky boy?
Yeah,
but I know in Tennessee the big thing down there is chocolate gravy.
I've heard of chocolate gravy. My dad used to say his aunt made some great chocolate gravy.
It was good. I was down there near Del Hollow and we stopped at this buffet and it was the thing. They like, we got chocolate gravy, and I'm like, oh whatever. It was like kind of chunks of sausage or something. But it wasn't like that. It was kind of like a white pepper gravy with cocoa in it.
Okay,
it was good. It was pretty good.
I mean, regular gravy is just flour and milk. Salt,
yeah,
pepper.
yeah, it was just like that. So it had nothing to do with any sausage bits.
It's just a sweet version of breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. And it was good. You put on some biscuits, it's pretty good.
Speaking of a sweet version of breakfast, we were having this conversation earlier this morning about sausage biscuits with jelly.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about that?
I would eat them.
Yeah? Just a straight sausage biscuit with jelly. I like grape jelly preferred. Grape is my favorite.
It just sounds too out there for me.
Well, have you done like the barbecue sauce that they do with like meatballs and them cocktail weenies?
Oh, yeah.
It's usually barbecue sauce and then a couple spoonfuls of grape jelly.
Yeah.
Well, I've had chicken, like a spicy barbecue sauce made of grape jelly on chicken wings and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty good stuff. Yeah.
It's like the perfect. And I had a stepdad. He would just take a ketchup, mustard, and Coca-Cola, and he'd mix them all up, and he'd pour it in there, and he'd let it simmer, and then kind of like thicken up, coalesce a little bit. And he would dip the chicken in that, and like. It was the best barbecue sauce I ever had in my life. And it was just those 3 items. My
grandpa, my dad's dad, he would use grape jelly to sweeten his coffee in the morning.
Whoa.
Big old dollop of
okay.
Depression-era grape jelly.
Yeah, was it different than the grape jelly we have now? It probably had more skins
I wasn't around it. Probably. It wasn't,
Use what you got, kid.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I heard they made paper shoes during the Depression.
Huh.
Which sounds weird until you've like seen how like... They can press paper pretty good.
Yeah, they can.
And if you put like a nice like shellac over it, that probably works well.
It'd be kind of like those wooden shoes those Danish people wear.
Yeah, I just found out about that. You don't wear those shoes as your main shoe. You wear a shoe, like a paper shoe, and then that's your cover.
Yeah.
It's like you put the wood shoe over your paper shoes.
So it's like a wooden galosh.
Yeah. That's something new I just recently found out. So that's kind of neat.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Danish are pretty interesting types.
They are, yeah.
Especially the ones that have the cheese in the middle.
Yeah. Right, those are my favorite types of Danes.
Maybe some fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe some fruit.
So what have you been up to?
Not much. Speaking of cheese, I brought something for us.
Whoa, that's a segue I didn't expect.
That's right.
Well, we like to give gifts here at the DTB, so anytime somebody brings something, we're always, what?
Transylvanian Romanian cave cheese?
What? Explain. Do you know anything on this? Like, what's cave cheese?
Supposedly, it came from like the salt mines and
salt cave,
in Romania.
So you know basically what the package says.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's all we need. It's got kind of a Swiss cheese look to it.
It does.
More of a baby Swiss.
There's no holes in it. It's got some dimples like
dimples, more divots than holes. So that's why it's not. I wouldn't quite say it's.
It's the back is labeled classic cave cheese. Like cave cheese is a standard thing.
It is in Romania.
It's what you expect.
Everybody lives in caves in Romania.
What is rennet? The ingredients are milk, salt, cheese cultures, and rennet.
Ooh, maybe we should find that out. Go to the map.
Let's go to the map.
Rennet. Is that with 2 N's?
R-E-N-N-E-T.
R-E-N-N-E-T.
Transylvanian cave cheese right there for the viewers at home.
Rennet is curdled milk from the stomach of an unweaned calf.
Ooh.
Containing rennet and used in curdling milk for cheese. Any preparation containing rennet, especially a pudding.
A pudding?
That sounds weird. So do they cut these calves open or make them vomit?
I don't know. I'm probably a little bit about maybe they just tickle them.
Till it comes out their nose.
Yeah, it comes out their nose. That's great. You just tell them a good joke.
Go catch it with a can.
Oh, this one was in an onion patch.
Some fresh rennet.
Hey, use it.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
a Transylvania batch.
Well, that sounds entertaining. I got some pretzels in the DTB pantry. We'll break those out here.
Ooh, I'm
shortly.
looking
Yeah.
forward to that. Some
Yeah.
Transylvania cheese and some pretzels.
Transylvanian cave
It's
cheese.
good cheese.
Yeah. You ever had the chicken of the cave?
No,
Chicken
no.
of the cave.
That's a bat.
Bat.
Oh.
Fried bat wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fried bat wings.
It's chicken of the cave. It's-
Chicken
Yeah.
of the cave.
I'll have to try it next time I'm at the zoo.
Yeah, there's a lot of bones in it, but it's not too bad.
Well,
yeah.
A lot
You-
of gristle.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you just take the wing and like pull it off of it, you could probably get like almost like pork cracklings kind of.
There you
feel.
go.
Cracklings.
This is the bat wing
I
cracklings.
do like some cracklings.
Yeah.
So all this talking, it's making me thirsty.
Yeah, these. Wait, what do we have in front of us here tonight?
Tonight we have a Moosehead lager. It's a Canadian lager. I believe it's 5% alcohol by volume. I got something a little light because I know Dylan's not huge on the beers.
Well,
You like to drink a little, but you
I like some beers.
You like some beers?
I like some beers.
Okay.
Now, what's
Light beers are all right.
Yeah,
We're big light beer fans
These
here.
are pretty much a
Gotta
Canadian light
maintain
beer.
my boyish figure.
If I'm
Right.
to look at this, I'm thinking like a Rolling Rock or.
It's in a green bottle, so
So that kind of pulls me to that direction, but it probably maybe more of a Heineken.
I think I had this years and years and years ago when I was like 9, but I can't remember what it was like.
What's your favorite beer in a green bottle? That's kind of a good question.
That is a
Yeah.
good question.
I like Grolsch, but because I like
Grolsch
that.
is good.
Good beer,
Um,
but that bottle's cool because you can keep it for like future purposes.
You can use the red washer for guitar strap locks.
Oh, neat.
My Les Paul over here has a couple on there, and I got like 6 other sets laying around.
Oh, that's very cool.
In fact, that's an old trick, and there's this little company that's marketing through Facebook that will sell you a tin of these guitar strap locks that are just these freaking like 3/8 inch rubber washers. You can get them from Menards.
oh, dude.
But they're selling them like you get like 3 sets, man, for like $15 in a little
Whoa.
tin. It's like just go to Menards. You can buy 100 for like $2.
Hey,
Yeah.
so that's the business part
Or
of it.
buy the 6-pack or 4-pack of Grolsch and just
Yeah,
get down.
That's
Heck
right.
yeah, dude.
I think back a long time ago, you gave me some brews you made. And
Yes,
one
sir.
of them was in a
And those
Grolsch.
Grolsch, yeah, because they were like quick and easy. You don't need to worry about corking it.
Yeah,
it pretty
you
much
just-
does it itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Do you still have some of those? You probably have some.
I have that one sealed. So I
Oh,
haven't
wow.
popped it open.
Yeah, there's quite a few because I was doing a lot of brewing between 2010 and 2015.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few people that still have them. I'm like,
Um,
wow, that's
yeah.
like a time.
We
one.
had that bottle of apple wine, I think it was, you made.
Mm-hmm.
It was on this little wine rack over there. But Olson come running by one day, and we had it since the day you gave it to us. Never opened it. He bumped it, shattered the floor.
Oh man,
Was that shit that was like 10%?
I used to keep them about 12 to 13%.
I have a
Yeah.
bottle still
And
sealed
that was the
in
apple.
my fridge.
The apple cider was pretty good.
And
That's my
that-
best batch.
That was aged like 8 years.
Yeah, dude.
I was saving it for a rainy day.
I actually just opened up my second batch I ever made, which was a mulberry, and it's a 2010, and it was pretty. You could tell that I was just starting, but I'm turning it into a vinegar right now.
Ooh,
I think a mulberry vinegar would be good to use for like a
salad dressing.
salad dressing would be good, or some type of deglazing.
Dress up your fish with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking some type of steak. Marinade
Steak,
would probably
yeah,
be
That
good.
probably
Yeah.
work.
But mulberry is a very specific flavor. It's not quite blueberry flavor.
Okay.
It's not quite blackberry.
Okay.
It's like in that weird between
Okay.
area.
I have no real frame of reference of mulberries. Oh, I have mulberry trees in the back.
You actually
Yeah.
still have some?
I have like 4 trees.
A lot of people, they're cutting them back. They're getting rid of them.
I've got purple
Yeah.
on this side and white on that side.
Nice. Yeah, I like mulberries. They're pretty good. I remember as a kid eating them, and parents be like, "Don't eat too many of them. You're gonna get the poops."
That's true.
And I didn't listen.
And you got the
And I got the poops.
Same- the
Same
poops.
thing happened to me in bananas.
Ooh, bananas make you poop?
If you eat like 18 of them in a
Good
day,
God, man! 18 bananas?
I love bananas.
Ah, do you still love bananas?
No, I don't.
I don't think you would.
I
at
don't
that
eat them
point.
near as much as when I was a kid.
What about plantains?
Never had a plantain.
I guess you're supposed to cook with those more.
Really?
Like a lot of
Yeah.
Mexican
Oh, yeah,
dishes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they'll cook them up and put them in there. Probably just to add some soluble fiber into your food,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe because they don't really sweeten them up very much.
No.
it's not like that. It's more of a fiber.
James Montgomery, thanks for joining in on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews with the word poops. in the chat box.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
James is always good. Yeah, we need that.
Should we take a second here to crack these brews?
Oh, I think
Yes.
that's what the people want.
They want us to drink these
They want
brews.
us to crack those brews. Now, these are Pop Tops here. We all know
Are they
that-
Pop Tops?
They're Pop Tops.
Does they say pry off?
I didn't look.
They're pry off. At least I tried. Just
Yeah, no, you tried.
Rip the meat
I
off my
just went
hand.
with it. I was like, it's a nice bottle, whatever. But we have
Dylan, can you open a beer with a lighter?
Never opened it with a lighter. You taught me the door.
Yeah.
The door trick, yeah.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah.
I
Lots
know
of
that
tricks.
Harley's been disappointed with me.
I've been very disappointed.
I don't have a lighter for one.
I even
and
did a freaking...
You got a whole thing.
Amy Foxworthy, we're about to crack these brews, but my colleagues don't know how to open a beer with a lighter. So I guess I'm going to have to do their homework for them.
Well, we like to crack the brews together, but Uncle Harlos is going to have to do it.
I have a bottle opener someplace, but...
Let's just go. They anticipate. Oh! Don't get mad at me, man! Come on!
Man!
Oh, right.
You signed your waiver, right?
So I got the big glasses on tonight.
Man, that was fun.
That was good.
Pros,
Yeah.
guys.
All right.
The glug, glug, glug of freedom.
Rolling Rock.
It's about like a Rolling Rock.
Not as skunky, though. It
Not as
ain't got
skunky.
that. It's a very light,
It is light.
crisp.
Yeah.
It has more of a flavor, though. It's got a little more body to it.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
viscosity. As we like.
Viscosity.
It's definitely got a little more viscosity.
Viscosity.
Man down. Man up and drink these brews.
That is good. That is good.
I can drink like, 1 or 12 of those.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. That's a good.
1 or 12.
That's a good, the problem with drinking beers is once it starts getting like cold, like it has been, I'm not really in the mood to drink beers as much as when it's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think during the day, I don't day drink as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you don't get as much day.
I think
That's
okay.
probably half of
So
it.
in the summertime,
It's mostly night now.
I do more drinking in the summer because I'm doing yard work, I'm doing this and that, I'm keeping busy, gotta stay hydrated.
Yes.
In the wintertime, you're not really into the cold drinks as much, but you do more drinking once the realization of daylight savings is like balls deep in you, and it's dark at like 5:30, and you can't even do anything, so you just sit at the house depressed and you drink.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's a very good way to put it.
Right.
And you drink
Yeah.
differently, like different kinds of beers.
That's true.
But I'm always a big fan of like a good dark beer in general. But the winter is great for that because you can drink 2 good dark beers, feel full from it.
Yeah.
Just kind of relax.
Call
and
it
recline.
dinner.
Call it dinner. Yeah.
I think they call that the Ricky Lake.
yeah. I like. Yeah. Ricky Lake's cool though.
Yeah, I like that beer.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
This is
Not
good.
bad.
That's
It was worth getting shot in the eye over. I'll tell you
Hey.
that much.
A couple times.
I take
I,
a shot in the eye for this brew.
These beers were almost a loss because I bought them last night, and I left them in my trunk. And as you know, it was below freezing last night, and I didn't remember about them until about 10 o'clock this morning. I was having my coffee, and I said, "Oh shit, there's beers in the cold outside. It's cold, people. Bring them in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Save
If you're
the
cold,
beer.
they're
If you're
cold.
they're cold, or they're freaking shattered in your trunk."
Oh, that's the worst. Somebody gave me a bottle of wine for like my 30th birthday, many moons ago, and it was a pretty expensive bottle of wine. I don't know what it was or whatever, but it was one that I had put up for a good occasion. Some friends came over and it was like, "This is occasion enough. I'm gonna chill it. I'll put it in the freezer for 10 minutes."
Then you took a nap.
2 hours went by.
And you went grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was Thursday.
Oh shit! I left that wine in the fridge. Kablooey! I mean, there's glass shards like in the pot roast, and like it was bad.
Man, that's
And I'm like
awful.
licking the shards and the frost up. I'm like, oh, this is, and that's all.
Why would you do that?
Just because I don't like to waste things, but
Yeah.
I realized I wasn't a glass eater. That
Obviously,
day.
you do somewhat like to waste things because you put a bottle of good wine in the freezer and left it there to shatter.
Yeah, I did waste that bottle
Yep.
of wine.
Giving me nothing but shattered dreams, bro.
Shattered dreams. I'm telling you what.
But yeah, this is a good beer. Let's go ahead and let's take a vote.
Oh man, I'm gonna give this I'll give it a solid 4.5.
4.5 out of 5 brews.
4.5 out of 5 brews. I would easily go back and get this. I would probably get this over a roll.
Yeah.
These are $10, 12 pack.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What's the price on these?
10,
I'm definitely
these
that's
were
sold.
$10.59, I believe, at Meijer.
These
I
will be-
changed it up.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I think Meijer is one of those places that like I don't. It's not really my first choice, but when I get there, I'm like, I like Meijer.
Yeah, I mean, they got good stuff.
They got great
They got good
produce.
stuff.
They got a lot of like random stuff you don't find other
They
places.
got a lot of snacks.
yeah,
a lot
A
of
lot of
snacks.
snacks.
A lot of good snacks.
In their liquor department.
Their liquor
It's
department is
good.
top notch.
Yeah, they really do their thing.
Huge.
I actually got 2 brews for tonight if we feel like it. I got this.
a
and
great reveal, people. What's coming up?
I got this and another cheap beer.
Ooh, we like
Because
the
we
cheap-
do like to try the cheap light beers and see what they're like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This one is very surprising.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
I'll
I didn't
probably
expect-
go tomorrow and have to buy a 12 pack.
1 out of
this.
5 brews, Dylan. What would you give that?
Definitely 4.5. Yeah,
I-
for sure.
I would hold true with you guys at the 4.5 out of 5 brews. What activity do you think this would pair well with?
Ooh. Anything, really.
Anything?
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't think of something
Mowing the yard?
I could see this in my cup holder.
It's a
Long
little,
hair.
it's a little more body maybe for a lot of activity. I would
True.
say it holds like a light beer, but it's good like a full bodied. I would think it's a good pub beer.
Good pub beer?
Probably be good in a tall glass.
This-
Probably got a good head to it.
I think this would be a good Scrabble beer.
Yeah,
Scrabble?
okay, I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah, good
Yeah.
Scrabble beer.
Good Scrabble
3
beer.
of these, you're probably on your game, writing words you didn't even know you knew.
That's right. I love how the bottles disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love how the beer in the bottle disappears, know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. The Maya and not the Kroger, exactly. Usually we go to the Kroger, but...
We do Kroger. Kroger's good because of the mix and match. You don't get that option at Maya, do you? Build your own crap pack?
You do.
Oh,
There was,
okay.
there was a nice young woman stocking the singles when I was there last night.
All right.
She just kept walking up and opening boxes, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Some random girl just stealing beers in the beer area.
This is very odd to me. Why can't you do that with the soda pops? I want to
Ooh.
build my own
Yeah.
craft pack of that. Sometimes
Yeah.
that would have been great for the soda. Well, we kind of did with
We
the
kind of
soda
did that.
episode.
Yeah, we found a place that had just enough.
Just enough. Yeah.
Just enough.
You know,
James Montgomery, you were there. We had plenty of soda pops that night.
Big Sue Jackson. I bet he's still.
Oh,
he's probably
Lord.
still on a
I
soda free.
I still got a stomach ache from that night.
Oh, but that banana soda with that banana schnapps
That-
was a winning
Ooh.
combination.
We're gonna have to go back and get some more of that just to do that again.
Yeah, I didn't even know I would like that. You know.
I mean, I still got half a bottle of schnapps over there.
Oh yeah.
And it's been over there for years, so
Yeah, there could be something good coming up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few holiday specials
a few
coming
holiday
up.
specials. We should do a holiday special where we just drink the random liquor that's in my liquor cabinet that hasn't been drank in years.
That's what I want to do. Take it back to the roots.
Right.
Because originally when we did this show, it was here's what we got, and this is what we're gonna do. Like with the music and everything, we were all about. We got a bunch of stuff. Let's go through these albums that I'm not gonna listen to on my own. But this is an excuse to just listen through these albums I never would listen to. And then the same thing with beer. We were just doing a lot of cheap light beer at the beginning. Then we started getting guests, and they were bringing
Yeah,
expensive
they're
beer.
bringing nice beers.
Yeah, good beers. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, sure, you know.
Yeah. Then we
But-
started getting our Social Security checks, and now we're.
Now we're living
Look
the
at us
dream.
now.
I've been drinking that Frank Gallagher beer for the past 3 months.
Oh yeah, James Montgomery says the lime soda, the Italian lime soda with the red stag.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
That was
the stag
also
is
primo.
It's a cherry whiskey.
Cherry
right?
whiskey, and I finally finished that last week.
It was good.
I
Yeah,
had
it's a
that
cherry
bottle.
limeade, alcoholic cherry.
That was a
limeade.
gallon of stag that I had since Christmas.
Oh, that's so good. Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot of liquor. Last time I did, I walked into a tree.
With some good bourbon.
Real good
There's
bourbon.
the Melissa
Yeah.
Sandulo episode.
Sangelo, yes.
Sangelo? Sangelo?
Sangelo.
Yeah.
It's Angela.
Oh, was that episode 13?
Episode 13 is at a piano in your pocket.
That was the first.
That was the
second.
That was the second
video
episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like this is what is it when you do the episode where you take pieces of the episodes and create a new episode?
like a
It's not like a clip episode.
I can't think of the word.
I forget. But those are always my favorite and least favorite.
Right.
But that's basically what we're gonna make this episode. Remember that time we created the scene of the...
We're gonna do one of those retrospective episodes before too long, where we're just gonna be sitting and discussing what happens in the past. But we have a problem where we don't really want to go back and review all of our past. We have a lot of content now, like a lot of content.
Yeah, because after this
Yeah.
episode, it's going to be, I think, 23 hours, plus we got a lot of, like, 15 minutes to 45
There's
minute extensions.
easily 27, 28 hours of material.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We need to get it. We need to get an AI or some algorithm that'll just go and snip
Right.
that they think is the best.
You've seen those memes that people are like, I had a robot watch 30 hours of Bob Ross and he wrote this episode.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm talking about.
should, like-
that would be the best.
Figure out how to get an AI to write an episode of Dudes, Tunes, and
man.
Brews.
That's like
If you know how to do that with artificial intelligence, drop us a line at dudestunesandbrews@gmail.com.
yeah, I was looking at you, kid. I got a few buddies. They might be able to do something. We'll see. That would be really cool, though. I can only imagine the episode that would be written.
Oh, yeah. Carlos would be a complete dickhead.
Yeah. Well, you know, just take what we already have.
Yeah, true.
We kid everybody.
I'm playing a character. It's not really me.
Yeah.
I am kind of a mean drunk. Remember that really, like, mean biscuit recipe I gave James Montgomery?
I'll do that with my. I remember I was doing like some sort of music under it. I remember that you guys let me like scat around it.
Something.
It wasn't very scatty and it wasn't very good. But
Speaking of music, Dylan, what are you up to these days? Like, why are you on the show? I know you had some interest in. That's how we got you on. But what are you doing?
Well,
Promoting anything?
No, not really. I do have an album, not my own album, but an album I mastered.
Yeah,
for
you were
somebody.
doing production for a minute.
Yeah, still do a lot of production myself, not for anybody really anymore, but I was doing some mastering for a record label I listened to since I was like a little kid. Probably back, back
that's
when.
something I've always noticed. You've been behind the knobs.
Behind. I've always been.
He likes tweaking them.
Tweaking them, yeah. So, going back to the old Maxim magazines. And that's how I learned my technique. But it was a record label I listened to for a long time, so I randomly messaged the guy that runs it. I'm like, hey, if you ever need any work done, let me know. He messaged me like 2 days later and was like, yes, I got this album.
Wow.
This was like way back in February. So we worked on that, got that done in like March. And they're going to be doing the release or the announcement on the 16th in 5 days.
Wow,
so
fantastic!
I'm excited about that.
I know that's kind of been your strong suit is mastering, hasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I've heard a few. Actually, a couple of my friends that have talked about some of your mastering skills, and I was like, wow, that's great to hear. Because to me, that's kind of the be all end all of a good album. That's the last part that coalesces everything together. It's that sparkle of the sound.
Yeah,
you don't really pay attention to it.
There's nothing left. It's that, and then it goes out to now the internet or wherever if it gets pressed, if it does, which is the cool thing, because that's like. The mix is like where you can do some creative stuff.
That's what I like to do is the mixing.
With the master, it's just that you got left and right. You got one track, to get it right, make or break it. And with like a record label, it's been doing it for like 20 years to say, yeah, this is good and acceptable. I was like, meh. I feel accomplished.
So do you do a lot of with mastering? Is it a lot of like playing it back over and over and over again, like mixing, or is it?
Yeah, ask Rachel.
Yeah,
she hates it. She's like, why are you listening to that same section over and over again? And I'm like, it's such subtle things. You know?
But
like,
that's the stuff
that's
like any potential, because in mixing they pretty much get rid of any clipping and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got that done for you, but then you're basically going and like blending everything in, right?
Just polishing it, making it as loud as it can get before it's like illegal to play on the radio, because there's a lot of stuff like the EBU is something new, as of like 8 years ago. It's like the European broadcast. Basically, it has to be within this certain level, or if they won't play it, it's too loud.
Television commercials would get in trouble with that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you like on the radio, you'd have your song, and then a commercial would just like pop in.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
They
want to even the playing field and keep the volume the same.
No, it has to be regulated.
Is that now? Because it still seems like it happens, but is it just a frequency change that makes it seem louder, like a higher frequency on commercials?
No, I think they're just mixed at a higher volume.
Yeah, they can still. I mean, to get past regulations, could they like manipulate the high ends on it to make it?
You can't, but there's
why
always
don't we ask Courtney Cole and Monica Peck?
Yeah,
I know, because they got the Sisters of Savings are right in my ear, and I'm like, get out of here.
More like the Sisters of Who Gives a Shit.
Yeah, yes, I'll drink to
it's
that.
always something.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I've slimmed down quite a bit because you always get a lot of thank you. Get a lot of like the wannabe rapper kids, and
it's a different world though.
It is.
I remember you doing this stuff like 20 years ago. Like,
exactly.
No lie, like,
Speaking of that, what about this new recording studio that opened up on Madison over here by the Speedway?
I haven't.
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's over there by the Little Burma. Like pretty much, it's in Little
My
Burma.
Neighborhood.
Pretty much by the Speedway on Madison.
No, I probably sold the guys the equipment. I can guarantee you that.
Are you talking about by the liquor store right there? So is it on the west side of the street? If you're going south,
it's on the right hand side. It's right. I think it used to be a insurance office or a hair salon.
And they turned it into a studio. How did I not see that?
It's a recording studio.
What's it called?
I can't remember. Like, what's that little housing, that apartment complex right there?
Oh,
it's on Madison and South. I believe.
South, like it. What is that? I forget what
it's right next
used to be called.
To the
like
old,
something
the
Park
party.
Madison.
Well, the old
Park Madison, something like that. I think it's got something to do with that. In
something
the name.
like that. Yeah, there's.
I can't recall exactly, but I don't foresee it lasting long.
Yeah, they never do. I mean, like even I don't know. I spent a lot of money on gear. You've seen a lot of it.
I've got some of it.
It's hard to justify.
Pet bakery.
Bakery.
Who bakes pets? Brady Lacefield.
Get
out of here.
I mean, goldfish crackers are one thing, but when you start cooking a chinchilla,
right?
Now I bet a good chinchilla would make a good gravy.
Shepherd's recording. I have no idea.
Shepherd's recording.
You know my memory sucks.
Yeah.
Shepherd's recording. I'm wondering. So it's not run by the Chin.
It's probably written by a guy named Shepherd. Be my guess if that's the name of it, or. It's some chins trying to trick people
because they are a lot of them are Christian, so maybe it's a Christian recording.
It's probably if that's the case, it's just a front for Budweiser.
Yeah, that's
true.
Oh God, they like the.
Speaking of beers, should we drink another one of these Moose Heads or Dylan? You brought something special, I heard.
I did bring something special. It's not a 6-pack. It's just a single bottle.
At least it's not just a single 12-ouncer.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
I always want to buy a big, good beer, but I'm always like, $12 for this. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
What the
Delirium Noel.
Noel. A little holiday blend.
Look at that.
Belgian Ale Family Brewery, Huey, since 1654. It's got a pink elephant on the front, wrapped in a nice, elegant red foil.
That is very nice.
On the top, and let's see here. 1 pint, 10% by volume. Ooh, wow.
That's a beer.
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
This, I like that. It's like a stoneware, like earthen, crocked bottle.
Yeah, that's like a.
That is really nice.
Yeah, that's like a stock pot.
Yeah. You know what? I got some frosty cups in the freezer.
Oh, before we get to that, what are we doing for the music this evening?
Honestly, we really don't need it. I mean, do we need it? I don't think so. We're having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
We know where the music is over here. We can put on freaking WFBQ. Listen to some Nudes if you want.
Let's do it. I will listen to the Nudes.
I'll return. Like that one guy said.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting, dude. I've always seen the Delirium. I've never tried it because, like I said, pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But then again, like what you're getting at a 10% alcohol, so it's like buying a bottle of wine.
It is.
So when you put it into that kind of perspective, it makes more sense.
It's like $13, but you know, felt it was a
woo! Yeah, look at that. Oh, let me
lick my cork.
Let me lick the cork there. Oh,
smells.
I'm gonna keep this cork for my rats. They like to gnaw on it.
Do they?
And then when it's beer soaked, you know, it's like a little Christmas gift.
It is, yeah.
I might dip it in some peanut butter for them. You know?
Yeah.
We got a lot of random shit.
I like to take care of the rats. You ever had a pet rat before?
Yeah, I have a couple of them now.
You do?
Yeah, I feed them pizza crust.
Oh!
No, I don't have a real pet.
I was going to say, are they named Isaiah and Leanna?
Yeah, pretty much. Those are the rats.
Oh, and
grab these cups.
I'm checking it out here. We got Patrick Froman on there.
Oh!
Poopin' Patrick Froman.
Poopin' Patrick. Hello, Patrick. I haven't seen you in years, fellow.
Hey, look what we got here. Yeah, you guys are about the same age, right?
Yeah.
You were born in 1990?
91.
Ooh,
and
so
he's a 90s baby.
Yeah, you got a bunch of 90s kids coming up. A bunch of grown people now.
Yeah, feel old.
Yeah. But
I think the one my fingers are in.
I don't mind the man's fingers in my cup.
I don't mind that. In a frosty mug, you got Harlos's fingers. And looks like he's drawing smiley faces on him. Good work.
Frosty mugs. Dylan, I'll let you do the honors of separating your bottle.
Do you ever? Do you know how to make like a little kid's footprint? I don't know if I can do it on here or not. Oh, look at that! I don't know if the people can see it at home or not. You do this thing with the side of your hand. We'll have to show it later, because it looks like a little baby's footprint. You take the side of your hand, you stick it, you just do it.
Look at that.
Dylan, have you ever poured a beer, dude?
No.
Hey, it's
Holy
okay.
shit.
No, I just drink straight out the bottle, Harley.
What was the beer that you poured where you like turned it upside down and it just goes boom, 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 and it was a dirty beer. Wasn't that what it was called?
I don't remember.
It was the craziest thing ever. I've never seen anybody pour it like that, but it was the type of beer you just poured it in there. It was very cool. It was like episode 3 or 4. We drank this thing called like a dirty beer, and it was really good.
The Dirty 30.
It was supposed to be like a cloudy type of thing.
This looks really nice.
I'm gonna put my finger in this foam. It's a little trick my mother taught me with the fountain sodas.
This is the fountain sodas. I'm gonna monitor these levels here for a second.
Ah, yes. Patrick said that your beard looks nice. He is
Why,
our
thank you.
He is our facial hair consultant.
Is he? Maybe he can give me a trim a little later.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's living in Old Town Greenwood.
Is he?
Old
Right
Town
down the street
Greenwood.
from me,
Where
then.
are you at these days?
Right on Pearl.
Ooh, oh yeah. You're spitting distance.
Yeah.
He's over there off of. Not to give too much information, but it's the street that rhymes with Stewart. Brewer.
Oh! But isn't there like 9 of them?
Yeah, there's 9 brewers.
That's where our pal Spooky Brucey resides.
Yeah, there's actually we have Shelby Rhea. She's a spitting distance from Spooky Brucey.
And none of you guys can spit on me because I'm all the way up here.
No, yeah, I try spatting this way and it just comes back in my face from the wind. The northern winds push it back into my face. I can't have a spat on hollows. But this bottle here, for the 10th caller, we'll get this empty bottle here for free.
Maybe Dylan wants to save it.
No.
it's a cool
Give it
bottle.
to the 10th caller.
Yeah,
They could use it.
You can call us on 1-900-DUDES.
Dudes for fun.
Dudes for fun.
For fun, yeah.
Careful.
I forgot the last part. Yeah. So have you tried it?
I have not. I was waiting for you guys.
Mine's looking like a cream soda float.
Yeah.
And here
Prost,
we go.
gentlemen.
Hey, now that's
It almost tastes like a sweet brown.
yeah. And it does not. It does not taste like it's almost 11% alcohol.
No.
Or it's just a 10% solid 10%.
It's got a strong smell to it.
Any beer I've had, for
It
the
does,
most part,
It smells very yeasty.
it seems
Yeah.
like most beers I've had that are over 8%.
It smells like my underwear
have that,
after
like-
work. It's very strange.
Yeah. It smells like your underwear after work.
It's very yeasty. It's got a bitter tinge aftertaste and almost like a front taste. As soon as
Yeah.
it's going in, you get that little bitterness.
Yeah. The bitter unit though is pretty low. I would say it's more acidic.
Yeah, it's definitely acidic. Yeah, I'd say that. It's definitely got an acidity to it. It's not like vinegar acidic.
It went
No.
very well. It actually pairs well with the Moosehead as a secondary beer because it's got that kind of a skunky-ish,
Skunky-ish.
Yeah, little. Yeah.
which I
It's,
can
it's
choose to
definitely
appreciate.
it's definitely got different tastes. Like we said, it's almost like a slightly sweet, acidic brown ale. I could say that. I'm sure we're missing some like legit terminology here because we're street smart.
We're street smart. That's all we got, man.
Never went to school. I didn't.
We ain't got no degrees of beer drinking.
I mean, I went to.
IU didn't offer it.
Yeah.
They laughed at us.
They said, "Sorry, guys. You're good drinkers. Don't get me wrong, but you."
You know, if we keep doing this, though, maybe the president can give us one of those honorary degrees they keep giving people.
How many different beers do you got to try before it becomes a thing?
Well, they say you have to do something, in general, for 10,000 hours to be considered a professional.
How many days is that? 10,000 divided by 24.
Well, you work 40 hours a week. And there's
Oh,
50 weeks in a year, basically.
Yeah.
56 weeks in a year. What's that, 2,000 hours a year you're working?
And you said how many hours?
10,000?
10,000. So 5 years.
About 5
Yeah.
years.
That seems
that's
about legit.
But that's like 8 hours a day.
That's like a legitimate internship,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hardcore.
So, like, I've been working my job for 13 years, so I'm definitely a professional by now.
Yeah, you're not a journeyman
No.
no more. you're a master of your craft.
I can make fun of the other guys when they can't do shit.
Yeah, like all right. Even though you're still the young guy.
Kind of, yes.
Is there somebody under you?
There's one guy who's a little bit younger than me. And
In age? Or okay.
and experience.
Okay, all right.
But he's cool. He knows his place.
Good. Okay, good. Yeah,
We get along.
Yeah, that's
As long as
great.
they
We
know
go out
the
to lunch
place.
on Fridays. We're good.
Somebody said there aren't 56 weeks in a year. Yeah, maybe not where you're from.
Right?
Okay, when you,
52, I meant.
yeah, well, you know.
It's all the same.
What
after
about
a
the
couple
Joker
beers.
cards, right?
Thanks,
That's right.
Snopes.
Yeah,
Thanks,
there's a-
Snopes.
Yeah.
Fact checking the
Whoa,
Santana.
Well, we got an extra 4 weeks of vacation time.
Right. If I want to add 4 weeks into a year, then by God, I can.
What about Smarch?
You get
Smush, yeah.
lousy
Yeah.
smush weather.
Yeah, you know, Smarch is it's a real month.
That is a real month.
It's like that extension of February that just keeps going on. Like February is the shortest month of the year on the calendar.
Yes.
In real life, it's like, is spring ever gonna happen?
And the answer is no, it does not.
It doesn't ever happen. No,
It
you
goes
hit a wall.
straight from February to May, and that's it.
That's it. That's all you got. And now it rains a lot in June.
There's a lot of rain.
And yeah, it was good mushroom hunting season this June. around
If
my
you're into
birthday.
that.
Yeah, and you are.
I like to look for them in the yard and squish them.
Yeah.
There was one in my yard. It was like that big.
Whoa.
I don't know how.
Was it a big cluster or a single one?
A single
Oh
one.
wow!
Single one. It was like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
what's
So I
it-
ran it over with a lawnmower, and it had the weirdest smell I've ever
Oh
smelled.
yeah.
So I thought maybe I might start hallucinating, but I didn't.
No, you
It's
just ended
very
up with a
distant.
lung infection.
I just
Yeah.
died instead. I died for a little bit.
That's what they say about mushrooms. That's what the thing. It's like, for every mushroom you find that's like edible, there's like 5 other like doppelgangers.
No, it was like 20.
Yeah, and you're like, well, it might kill you, but
Mushrooms
it's
are
probably gonna be
insane.
delicious.
I saw one over the summer that looked. It was only about 3 inches around, but it looked like snickerdoodles. I was like, oh, those look delicious.
Whoa.
And there was other ones that looked like a peach. Like it was almost cleft in the center, and it came out round. It was kind of orangey. It looked like a peach sitting
Wow. Where'd you see these at?
there. In the back pasture of Studio B.
Nice work. Now, I was actually down in Tennessee for my honeymoon years ago, and we saw about 12 different types of mushrooms down there at the time in October, and this one was like, it was like seeping out. It looked like it was just like it had been stabbed, and it was like bleeding out like mushroom blood. It's like, help me,
Ugh.
and it just stunk so bad, dude. It was like, there's like that fine line between like fungus and slime mold.
Yeah. The slime mushroom shit is weird. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was like oozes out of a tree.
Yeah,
It's
like-
technically it's technically still a mushroom. It just slimes and
Yeah.
it like hardens.
Oh, dude, have you ever seen that? It looks like dog vomit.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
slime mold. It's like this whole other thing. Look it up sometime. There's like some of the most beautiful pictures ever, are like different types of slime mold. They're like these like alien structures that grow, but they're the most natural thing everywhere. You know.
Patrick Froman likes mushrooms.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good for you.
Yeah.
James
I like
Montgomery. Oh, this is a true. I'm gonna read this here. We had like 2 months this year, February and August. Now we're back to February.
Never a truer statement.
Never a truer
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
No. We had a couple March days. I like that last part of March, where like, you know, spring's here, but then it's like April is like kind of like that, or is it? You know, and then,
I've always been partial to the beginning of March because that's my birthday and I get cake.
yeah, I
Nothing
can like
wrong
that.
with cake.
You know, knowing that
like
there's
cake.
cake the first week of March is that little silver lining to get through February.
Oh man,
Just after February, there's the cake.
We
there's
just gotta
cake.
get
on the other end.
right.
Oh man,
How do you make it through these Indiana winters? Cake.
cake.
cake, kid?
Cake is coming.
Yeah. Are you sure about
Cake
that?
is
Yeah, it's coming.
It's definitely coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of cake?
Any kind that has icing and I can eat.
All right. What about you?
I like the chocolatey Claire cakes.
Ooh.
If that counts as a cake.
Like a Boston cream pie?
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
It's a pie.
You're talking about the one
Yeah.
your mom makes.
Mhm, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rachel makes me one now. and
Brandy
she'll-
makes
yeah.
me one.
Oh my god,
That's
it's
pretty
like,
good.
It's like
It's,
heaven.
it's good.
That's how I knew that I was over 30. Was when I started to really like custom.
You know how I knew I was
Yes.
over 30? I was at the store the other night, And I'm looking around, and I see a knee brace on a shelf, on a low shelf.
Ooh, that would look good.
And I said, ooh, that's a good looking knee brace.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a proper PPE, am I right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got fucked up knees, and you can get behind a good... But it was I ain't paying no $18.
Oh, dude,
Ooh.
yeah, that's probably a pretty nice one, though.
Who do you think I am, Peyton Manning? Goddamn.
Wow, anymore, it's like Andrew Luck is pretty much broken now, isn't he?
I guess.
What's up with that, dude?
Yeah.
I've always felt bad for that guy, because it's like, all right, there's Peyton Manning, who's like the all-American guy. He took the Colts and made them something worth a shit.
12 years ago.
You're right,
Yes,
but we're still
yeah.
talking about like he's still here, right? And then this guy shows up, he's like, all right, I'll be the next guy. And he's doing okay.
Luck never came in with that mentality. He was just like, oh, shucks, you're going to give me money to play football. I guess I'll play football when I just really want to read books.
Yeah, NPR likes him. He's got a great voice, though.
He does have a good voice.
He has a really good voice. Yeah, if anything, that's what he should do next. It's kind of like, the kicker guy. What's his name? Pat
McAfee?
Yeah, that guy's hilarious.
He does stand-up now.
That's what he should do. Like, he's... and I'm always weirded out by people who have, like, multiple talents.
Wait. You're saying, like, Andrew Luck should do stand-up?
No, I think Andrew Luck should do more with the, just his voice in general. Like,
Books on tape.
Books on tape,
Books
any
on
type
tape.
of... Anything to do with his voice. He's got a great voice. He can probably utilize it.
Do
But I'm
sports
saying
radio.
that- yeah.
That'll be his retirement.
That'll
career.
work. But McAfee, I think, is good at what he's doing with the stand. I've never seen a stand-up act. I liked him on Bob and Tom.
He's pretty funny. He digs a lot into his past NFL shit, and he does a lot of, like, sports-related jokes and NFL jokes. Like, he makes fun of Peyton Manning and
cool. Yeah,
Tony Dungy and all those guys.
that's fun. Oh, you know, it makes me think of. I don't know why it made me think of this, but like Ringo Starr. He was just kind of like one of those guys that just kind of went off and did whatever he wanted to.
Pretty much.
Post Beatles, you know. But did he ever do stand-up?
Ringo?
Ringo. I feel like Ringo could have been a good stand-up guy at one point if he'd utilized it properly.
I don't know.
Because he's good with timing. He's good on set.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know. We'd have to check that out. His acting was okay. I think Ringo's acting was fine. He was on the what's the that train show that your kid likes?
Dinosaur Train?
Dinosaur Train.
Thomas the Tank
Thomas,
Engine?
yeah, was he the original conductor?
Ringo, I believe, was the original
Wasn't
conductor.
George Carlin on
And then
it, too?
George Carlin became the conductor.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's big news, man.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Conductor's cousin, Frank. You're gonna hang out with me now. Come on.
Sure, why not? These trains are talking.
Come on, kids. I'm gonna tell you about the government.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, good old you remember the weird puppets in the jukebox that played music on Shining Time Station?
What's that? What's Shining Time Station? Is that?
Okay. What you're thinking of with Ringo as conductor was a show called Shining Time Station.
Oh, it wasn't Thomas.
Well, Shining Time Station showed Thomas episodes, shorts.
Oh.
So Shining Time Station was kind of like a vehicle for Thomas
it
Tank
was the
Engine.
precursor. This
Kinda.
is my favorite word to use. I love that word.
Yeah.
Actually, your favorite word is antithesis, which we have plenty of audio evidence.
Antithesis.
Yes, yeah, Shining Time Station was its own thing, where Ringo was the conductor, and they had a jukebox that played music with these puppets that played things, and then they had Thomas shorts, and there's something else, I can't remember exactly what. I think there was a little claymation fun stuff, and
This sounds great.
it was like just a little variety
It's like the
show.
Pee-wee's
Yeah,
Playhouse,
It was kind of like
yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse, but without the pervert.
Yeah, without Larry Fishburne.
Right. That zombie, we all know what he was about.
Oh, the old cowboy.
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis coming there and banging the old redheaded chick that Pee Wee wanted.
Hey, James Montgomery knows what I'm talking about. Shining Time Station.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, now I see why I'm confused. That at least makes sense.
Well,
Because I put them together. Because I never really watched either of them in passing. I was more of a old school lamb chops, Mr. Rogers type.
Sherry Lois and Bram.
Yeah, I saw
Elephant
some
Show.
pictures of her when she was younger. She was pretty cute.
Sherry Lois? Sherry, what the hell's her name? Lamb Chop Lady.
I just know Sherry. I just know
Sherry.
because that was the dog would always call her Sherry.
Well, I'm talking about the Sherry Lois and Bram Elephant Show. Different show. It was like the Canadian version of something. Skidamarinky dinky dink.
Skidamarinky doo.
You remember that?
I love you.
Does anyone remember Sherry
The Elephant
Lois and
Show.
Bram Elephant Show?
Let's just call the Elephant Show.
Yeah, but it was Sherry Lois and Bram.
That was the name of the show?
No, that was the people who did it. so who's on first? No, Watt's on second. hit this.
What's that? Oh!
Wise guy. So I think you poured a lot more in this cup than you guys had for yourselves because all that head.
There was a lot
I think
of foam.
we're just drinking faster.
Probably, because I'm just jawing about PBS shows.
Oh, dude, I could go on about PBS for days. So, how do you feel about Dinosaur Train?
do you remember? Do you remember when PBS did that telethon? It was like short-lived, didn't make a whole lot of money, but about that son of a bitch Duff Steele.
Oh, dude, the Duff Steel special was awesome.
They made no money.
I heard that they said they made $27.
First of all, they misspelled the word Tucson for the whole thing.
Tucson.
Tucson.
Yeah, Tucson.
Tuss.
And those photos of Duff Steele doing his stand-up with Bob Hope and Richard Pryor, I heard they were photoshopped.
I don't believe that though, because he was pretty close to those guys. I know Richard Pryor took him under his wing for a while.
It was shortly after that.
He didn't get along with Carlin though.
What's old Trevor Shreveport doing now? I heard he quit because he got fed up with it.
Dude, Shreveport was a jerk and everybody knows it, but Duff was the man. Now Duff died doing what he loved.
Did he really die?
Eating cheeseburgers.
Did anybody actually see him die?
No, but nobody ever saw him perform either. But he was still a great man.
If anyone knows about the whereabouts of Duff Steele, let us know.
Please let us know, because he did that 24-hour...
whole 24 hours.
It was a 24-hour telethon where he was... he actually performed a 24-hour set.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And he was drinking the entire time.
He was urinating all over himself.
Yeah, dude. By the end of it, he showed up in form, dude. He was like...
At about hour 20, he kept slipping on a stage in his own urine.
It was funny at first because he played it off as being like a banana peel. You know, the old Jerry Lewis bit. That he actually taught Jerry Lewis how to be more of a physical comic. But, yeah, once you see a man slip in his own urine at least 17 times...
You lose a little respect for him.
You start to feel kind of bad.
And then you're definitely not going to buy the DVD.
No. How about the outtakes?
Oh, that's where the gold is.
Yeah, those are the real jokes.
Yeah, that's like, Abraham Lincoln's head of the Lincoln Memorial. That's where the gold is.
My favorite Duff Steele joke, though, he was talking about, is like, I was going to commit suicide, and I was going to take, these blue pills I thought was Xanax. Turns out they were Viagra, right? Well, I'm so ugly, I couldn't even get this erection to go away because the hookers wouldn't even touch me.
God, he was so raw and before his time.
Yeah, it was so great. It was just like, that guy. They say his, since they could never find his body because it was never really confirmed.
I don't think he's dead.
They still have a plot that's like two sticks, like two just twigs from a tree.
One of those cat's eyes with the horn.
It looks it kind of looks like a dream catcher, and they have that out there in some area out in Jersey, which was where he liked to hang out a lot. South Jersey,
Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
Jersey Shore.
They had some pretty good brew out there for Duff, and yeah, supposedly he's buried out there at the beach, but
at the beach
Yeah.
where he liked to be. So, Dylan, you got any? What's in store for the future for Dylan McKee?
Ooh, I don't know. Sure as shit, a lot of work. I guarantee it.
Okay.
New job, but
So you're not rapping anymore.
oh god, no.
Okay.
No, that was like 15 years ago.
Just making sure.
Oh,
would
yeah.
you do any ghostwriting or anything for other people?
Ghost rapping?
No, maybe for the kids. I think I have for my nephew a couple times.
Okay.
Help him write some.
See, that's pretty
some
cool.
Weird stuff. So
yeah, it's all for the kids.
yeah, that's it now.
Okay.
Just kids.
We
Yeah.
found a cassette from when you were a kid doing your rapping thing.
Oh god.
We have not listened to it.
Wait, was it on that tape recorder?
No, it was a cassette. Probably it was a
It
recorded
was probably
tape.
in that black tape recorder.
You want it back? $1,000.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
That's what it's going for on eBay right
Well-
now, actually.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You're. I don't have a tape player.
He
so
just
you're
put it
safe.
up there for
Okay.
$1,000.
About to say,
biting
it probably isn't the best tape to listen to, and if you were to play it on the show, I don't know how many people would like it.
Nobody would like it. Probably.
Nobody would.
What
like
about
it.
your
That'd be like me playing my music from when I was 14.
What about
Yeah.
your Christmas special parody?
Do you have that album?
I don't
still?
have it. I just remember it.
Well,
I think we might have. She might have that
The
one.
Christmas parody one? Yeah,
it
yeah,
had
that's
like
pretty cool.
oh god. So true story. The other day I was trying to dual boot my Mac, and I erased my hard drive with all my old music on it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's
it sucks.
bittersweet, dude.
Yeah. So I did a recovery. So it all puts it all
Shadow
in,
Creepers.
Who was that? Brandy?
Shadow Creeper.
Damn you.
Oh,
Yes, and I think it was like the XMAZ.
Because when you put a Z
Yeah.
in things that are S's, it makes it that much more ghetto.
It does, yeah.
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 But if you put 3 Z's, it just makes it sleepy tired.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think like even like our philosophy when we recorded that was take this Radio Shack microphone and get it to the very top of the red bar.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you were like trying to clip it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
that's what I.
That's
thought.
like the old
Yeah.
punk days in the garage for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's all we had was like fucking turn it up top,
Yeah.
crank it to 11,
11.
blow another speaker.
I got my mom's old karaoke machine. We're gonna plug into this.
That's what we had, dude. Yeah, it's like,
Hey, that was my first guitar amplifier. Was a little karaoke machine.
dude, we've dealt
Had like
with
a little
some
6-inch speaker in
But
it.
you know it's
Yeah.
crazy because now the stuff you can do on the phone.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know.
right.
A phone.
The apps on the
dude.
phone
Yeah.
are insane.
And
If
that's
if we had this shit when we were 12,
oh my god, dude.
we'd be unstoppable today.
Yeah,
We'd have
yeah.
$1 million.
Which
Yeah.
is sad though because as much experience as the three of us have, but we're old now, so
We
it's
are
like
old.
you don't do as much with it as you
Exactly.
would have.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind
Well,
of obtainable.
Do we really not do as much, or are we just at that age where we're selective with what we actually do, where you can make 10 different things and say, okay, only this one's good or funny. I'll push that one instead of all this garbage.
Because back then, if you started a song, you kept working on that song.
Right.
Now you're like, yeah, I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 years later, you're like, I got this other stuff I'll work on.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think it is
Yeah.
probably
I
more
think it's,
mixture
it's
of the two.
the paradox of... there was a word I had in mind. This is a good beer.
It's
is
a
good beer.
Delirium? I think so. That's old Disney animation of the pink elephants in Dumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
part of that whole movie, dude.
Yeah.
Elephants on Parade, is that what it was?
I don't fucking know.
You don't
Oh.
remember in Dumbo where he
I
gets
remember
drunk?
that, but I don't know if it was what it was called.
I thought he was saying elephants on parade. So,
Oh, I watched Dumbo since I was like 6.
Oh yeah.
I watched that scene. I rewatched it, and it's pretty trippy still. It's like very like neon lights on black kind of look on stuff. I like that look. It's very cool.
Elephants on parade.
We're elephants on parade.
There we go. Yeah.
Elephants on parade.
Redo it for the new modern Disney family.
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
reminds me of another Stuff Steel joke though. Where it's like, you know, they say an elephant never forgets, which must be true because my ex-wife never forgot anything.
Oh!
Hey.
Oh, Duff. Stop with the Duff jokes. I'm going to cry.
Oh
I'm,
boy.
yeah.
He was a pink elephant for sure.
He was also a cheap
Yeah.
asshole. I tried writing in some jokes once, and he wouldn't pay me.
No, he won't pay
Yeah.
you, but he'll pay you a favor or two, if you know what I'm saying. Because his brother works at Burger King, and he can get you upside.
Burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries.
You know, I heard he was good friends with Frank, though. Frank Michigan.
Hey, Frank Michigan, he's a good dude.
Frank Michigan gets around, though. He's kind of like...
Dude, he gets around more than he lets on.
I think, you know, he gets around.
I mean,
he's
drove,
so subtle with
he
it.
drove that truck for Dr. Pepper Snapple for 30 years. He knows some people.
Dude, and you're talking like
He
the
knows
upper Midwest, dude.
Has he ever told you about about the Brendas?
Dude, that's all he talks about.
The Brendas?
Yeah, the
Plural?
Brendas, dude. Yeah, the Brendas were like... That's Frank's...
You know, I think he actually knows Brenda from French Lick.
I wouldn't doubt that one bit.
I think they go
I think
back.
they-
I think
yeah.
they went to an Eddie Money concert one time.
Oh, dude, fucking Eddie Money at the Rib Fest.
No, this is like an '89.
Oh, you're talking the original Eddie Money, yeah.
The original.
Because I know Brenda from French Lick actually went to the Rib Fest Eddie Money.
Speaking of Eddie Money, I did not know that son of a bitch played the saxophone.
Really?
I guess he can blow it too.
Dude.
Anyway,
Yeah, take me home tonight.
take me home country roads.
That's not Eddie Money.
It should have been.
I bet he does a version of it.
That would have been a hit.
Been a good one.
We're reaching the 1 hour mark.
Oh,
We're having
already?
a good time. We're having a
Oh,
real
yeah,
good time
this
here.
is a good time.
We've been trying to get the show back to the original hour format. Should we end it and make everyone want more?
Ooh.
Or should we just keep blathering on for another 20, 30 minutes?
I'm saying at least another 10 minutes for another beers number 3s. And
gonna
maybe
have
to try
beer-
some of this cheese.
Let's try some
You know what?
cheese.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab 3 more beers and some pretzels.
And we have ELO playing, so nobody's really in a hurry.
Don't tell YouTube what we got playing.
Yeah, we got Electric Light.
There's 20 tracks on this
Symphony.
album. We're on track 7.
Yeah, we got the Electric Light Symphony playing, so it's a good. ELS is good. Yeah, do you like eels?
Eels.
Have you ever the band? eels.
The band eels, the animal eels.
The animal eels. A moray is a moray. What was it? The one eels.
Manta ray.
Yeah, a manta ray eel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an eel?
No, not in real life. Maybe
at the zoo, right?
Yeah, if they got
that
zoo.
one. It's the green one that comes out. And it looks all prehistoric and shit.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm an eel. I got teeth.
Hey, check me out.
See you later. Goes back in the hole. I guess I'm not.
Maybe he's animatronic.
No, I'm serious, dude. I thought it was animatronic because it's like it has these eyes and this nose and a face, like this mouth, and it's like, hey, see you later, and it goes back.
Like perfect timing.
Yeah,
I thought that when I was at the zoo the last time, I thought the lion was animatronic because it would go in the circle and then it'd walk over there, go in a circle, go over here, go in a circle. It was very weird.
It's practically. It's practically a prisoner.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you've been. I don't want to assume you've been incarcerated, but you know, you're not a chump. You've probably seen some stuff.
I've seen some stuff.
Incarceration is pretty much just going through some loops of what you gotta do. You know.
Walking in a circle, go over there, and walk in a circle.
But could you imagine if there was like a window where people could walk and look at the prisoners?
Some hot peanuts in.
You know,
like a pet shop.
Kind of like a pet shop, but for prisoners. So, like, if you show up to a prison, what kind of accommodations do they give you as a civilian? Like, I guess you could do conjugal visits.
Yeah.
You can fuck anybody.
Can you do that? All right, that's what I'm curious. Can I just show up to a prison and be like, hey, who's doing conjugal visits this week? They're like, well, there's these 3 over there in cell block B. They're a little lonely. Their family hasn't come in a while, and they need somebody to visit. You know, they're just like, oh shoot. I talked about conjugal visits, and they're like, yeah, we just said. And you're like, oh, okay, weird.
Anyways,
my 3 o'clock just opened up.
Well, we have beers numbers 3s over here.
Hey!
I'm not concerned with the glasses. We're gonna bust open this cheese here because I know everyone at home is curious about what this is gonna be like.
What does cave cheese taste like?
Yeah, because I actually tried Limburger cheese last week.
Did you?
I hated it. I hated it because it wasn't what I wanted in a cheese. I'm sure there's things you could do with it.
Yeah, there's an old Super Nintendo game called like Biker Mice from Mars, and that
was a show.
That's what the Limburger cheese reminds me of. Every time I heard like Limburger, I remember the fat guy.
It smells like a Parmesan.
Ooh,
it's
that
sharp.
I like.
It's
That's
sharp.
I bet that would be good. Sprinkled on the crust of pizza.
That's what I said the other day.
Or on some pasta, some
spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti.
What have you had spaghetti squash?
I haven't had spaghetti since the election.
Yeah, this guy doesn't like pasta the way he used to. But you got to think, dude. Pasta's hard to beat. Well, you know that.
Have you tried this cheese yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've had it for like 3 years in a row.
Oh, you know about this cheese?
Yeah, it only comes around and like. Oh fuck!
I just dropped it to the fucking floor.
It's okay.
Floor cheese.
It's only got cat hair on it.
It's better than
Fuck those
Fromunda.
pretzels. I got more. I got pretzel money. Don't worry about it. We're gonna try this shit. We're gonna get down on here. We're gonna crack these beers numbers 3s, and we're gonna see what's going on with this Romanian cave cheese. There's a little piece for you there.
Romanians like gypsies?
Yes.
Can you say that these days? Is that like Eskimos?
I think you could say gypsies, but you can't say gypped. Because you're talking about the people versus the
culture?
Alright, bottoms up!
Bottoms up! It tastes like Parmesan.
Yeah.
Like a sharper Parmesan. And actually a softer Parmesan.
Yeah, because it doesn't
yeah.
really have much of a bite.
Because Parmesan's usually brittleish.
Yeah, that's good.
That is pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. It's good cheese.
That's a damn fine cheese, my friend.
Fine cheese, brother.
I'd eat it.
I'd eat it. I'm gonna eat it.
It's good stuff.
I'm gonna break his beer open after I make up another round of pretzels.
Good stuff.
I do gotta say, I like me some cheese.
Now, you actually are the one who told me about maggot cheese, believe it or not. I learned about that through Dylan.
Yes.
What was it?
Maggot
And how
cheese.
I learned about that was the new Kroger had just opened up. That new Super Kroger, which is now old news. It's just a regular Kroger.
Just like Super Target. When are they gonna drop the Super? It's the same fucking Target. It's been there
Same
for
every-
years.
every Target.
It's like Big K. Remember, it became Big K Mart.
Yep. And it came to nobody. Oh!
Fool me twice! Shame on Steve!
Whoa, that one was mine!
Hey-o!
That's some good cheese there. I like that.
Yeah,
Alright.
you can keep it. You can keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it, yeah.
I know your sister's gonna want to try it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
let the cat out of the bag just now.
Uh-oh.
That's our connection.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, cheese.
Cheese.
The cheese connection.
This is a good movie with Robert Redford.
Oh, Robert Redford. That was a handsome man.
Oh, he was a handsome man.
Somebody said I looked like Robert Redford the other day.
Bullshit.
That's what I said, but I was like, I just took it. I ran with it. I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck yeah.
Thank you, man. It's like I look more like Jerry Lewis right now. But whatever.
That's like when people used to tell me I looked like a young John Lennon. And I was like, whatever. That was before the mustache.
Isn't that funny to think that eventually you'll be just the same age as John Lennon?
When I first met you, that's what I thought.
Really?
Yeah, John Lennon. Looks like John Lennon.
When I was thinner, I mean, I've known you for what? Almost 10 years now.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I met you during my thin period.
Your
I've seen
John
some
Lennon period.
I've
we'll
seen some
go,
pictures of this guy. You were in pretty good shape for a while. You got some nice shoulders.
I was pretty good looking. I could walk around without a shirt on and not feel embarrassed.
You must have been doing something recently, though, because I feel like you've really trimmed up, got a little more...
I'm eating eggs.
Eggs.
I'm kidding.
Are you the one who threw the eggs in my apartment, you son of a bitch?
Hey, just because I suggested it was an inside job does not mean it was me.
No, it was
I still think it was a jilted lover.
we're not
Could
going-
be.
Yeah, you know, these things happen.
Hot nuts?
Oh, ooh.
Hot nuts?
Nothing better than a couple hot nuts in my mouth.
So, what is... We've already discussed the future of what Dillon's doing, which is not really a whole lot.
Getting old.
Getting old,
And getting fat.
getting fat.
Oh, yeah, I
You
love
know-
that. HP Fats over here can understand that.
Hey, I'm damn near married. My appearance doesn't really matter.
Damn near married nothing. He's married.
Yeah.
I'm married with well, boo.
That's all a piece of paper. I'm divorced, so I'm the one who should be getting fat or in great shape. It's like one way or the other.
Yeah.
You look okay.
Okay, I'm about 10 pounds over my weight.
If I was on Tinder, I'd swipe. Was it left?
Left is bad.
Exactly.
So I had to like physically do it in my brain too. I can't see
Wait,
go that
hold
way.
on.
But,
Which way is it?
Yeah,
I never used Tinder, so I joke about it because I know the context in our society.
it's a very strange thing how like I was married for almost a decade, and then it was like back then we were doing the MySpace to hook up.
I never used the MySpace to hook up.
You know?
No.
Well, it's just an easy way to be like, here's what I'm about. Hey, I kind of know you. You know some people. Blah blah blah. It was networking at its finest. Yeah.
I wish I
out my
used the
MySpace.
MySpace to hook up.
It still exists. That's what's weird. MySpace is still out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what for. Who
Hell,
gives
I
a
think
shit?
I looked up the old MySpace page.
The old mollycoddle?
No.
Or just MySpace in general?
No.
Your place?
Yeah.
That's what that,
Yeah.
I went back and was looking at my old shit too. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, man.
And it shit's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't
pretty cool.
changed. That's
I found mine about a year ago.
Some of my GeoCities pages are still running.
yeah.
Mine are probably still there, but I forgot the addresses. I had like 4 of them.
But somebody had recently bought up all the GeoCities pages like 4 or 5 years ago.
Those sons of bitches.
They kept it, but no, they're kind of like the Shout Factory of web pages, you
What the
know?
hell's the Shout Factory?
Shout Factory buys all those old movies and series and re-releases them on Blu-ray and DVD.
Ah,
They're like the heroes of like old shows and shit.
gotcha.
Who somebody's doing the right shit. But somebody bought out all those old pages and they're still keeping them going though.
Huh.
So you gotta give them credit.
Yeah.
Kind of like Heaven's Gate.
I was just thinking about that. That's funny you mentioned that because I recently got on the Heaven's Gate website and it's still running.
It's funny you mentioned that because my brother, he's down in Alabama now. Which one of these episodes we're gonna call him just to give him shit. We might do that at the end of this episode. I don't know yet. 'Cause he's like an hour ahead of us, I think. But there's a place down there called like Heaven's Gate something, and he sent me a MapQuest shot. Like, look, dude, haha. And I was like, you know that thing's still going, right? He's like, there's no way. I said, look it up. The website's still like current. And he looked it up and found it was. You know what? Let's call
Call him now.
I'd like to welcome you to a new segment called Call My Brother.
Let's call his brother. Now, for the people at home that don't realize, Harlos is a twin. He's not the evil twin, as much you would think he would be. His brother's bald, so that means he's a dick.
And I'm going to put him on speakerphone here. Let's see what he has to say. It's ringing. Shh. What's up, bro? Hey!
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? You're on DUDESTUNESANDBREWS.
Welcome!
Hello.
Yeah!
I just wanted to get...
Hey, guys. Happy to be here this evening.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on the show. It's a first time called, Let's Call My Brother.
Yeah, this is a segment called Calling My Brother.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So,
Sure, I'm with you.
you been throwing any more of that axe today? Because you look pretty shitty in them videos you sent me.
No, that was pretty much it. I figured that was my professional run and then decided to hang it up.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm now retired.
At least you quit while you were ahead.
Yep, that's right.
So you're throwing axes now, huh?
Yeah, for about 15 minutes.
So, now I would think that throwing a hatchet would be a better,
That's what it was, a hatchet.
Okay, yeah, so I mean...
Semantics.
Because you gotta think of the throw with an axe, you got a longer handle.
Yeah.
It seems a little harder to get any sort of spin on it. It's more of a direct hit.
Well, he was throwing this hatchet. He shined it up, made it look nice, and he sent me like 6 videos, and he sucked really bad. He got like 1 to stick.
Oh, man. It's
So-
actually funny because you're the second person I heard throwing hatchets today. DTB former guest Joe Wooten.
Yes.
He was throwing hatchets today.
Bro,
Yeah.
are you coming up for Christmas, or what's going on?
Yeah, bro.
Right on, bro.
Yeah, the message.
We'll have to get you on an episode here when you get back up in town.
And hey, Chris, do you like eggnog?
Like what?
Do you like the eggnog?
Eggnog, fuck no.
All right, we're going to have an eggnog episode. We're going to have Chris on for that.
All right, it's going to be a good time. Well, we're running out of time here this evening on Deuce Tunes and Brews, episode 23. We just wanted to get my brother on the line for a little bit of, time filling.
How do you feel about Heaven's Gate?
Oh, that's right, we called you because of Heaven's Gate.
What?
Remember when you were, like, all about Heaven's Gate, and, like, I told you they were still going?
About what?
Heaven's Gate, the cult.
Oh, Heaven's Gate, yeah.
You still wearing your Nikes?
What bad?
Are you still wearing your Nikes, bro?
My Ricky's on my feet.
That's right. All right, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for Josh. That's good enough for our guest Dillon this evening. Bro, thanks for entertaining us and taking our call this evening.
No problem, man.
We'll be reaching out in the future for our new segment, Calling My Brother.
Hey! Hey, Chris, tell the people at home, who's your favorite podcast?
Obviously, Dude Tunes and Brews.
That's
Exactly.
right, Dude,
All
Tunes
right.
and Brews.
Well, we'll see you on Christmas, bro.
Alright, man.
Later,
All
man.
right.
You can
All
tell
right.
he's pissed that I called. That was pretty good though.
That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
And we never get bored.
I didn't realize my speakerphone was so like low on volume.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
I don't know if people at home caught just how much of a dick my brother was.
What a
He's
jerk,
dick.
dude. First he doesn't have hair, then he doesn't have manners.
No, he does have hair now.
He grew it back?
He looks like a chubby Rick Moranis.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So he's like John Candy and Rick Moranis smooshed together in this hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
He's like a modeling clay version of Rick Moranis.
So what's it like having a clone?
I don't have a clone, I have a twin.
What's the difference?
The difference is I wasn't grown in a lab.
Oh, that's the difference? Well, if you
Yeah.
clone a plant, you just grow another plant that's a twin.
Plants don't have penises and consciences, though.
That's not true.
Plants cannot think. Plants do not think. Me and my brother, when we were conceived, we were one being.
Right,
And then all of a sudden it's like, blah, fuck you, now we're 2.
That's cloning.
That is not cloning.
That's exactly what
You know what?
I gotta put up with this. Everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. Episode 23 of Dudes, Tunes, and Brews with special guest Dyllon
MCKEE!
We enjoyed the Moosehead and this Belgian Delirium.
And I'm still enjoying this Transylvania Romanian cave cheese. Holy crap.
That's right.
That
Cheese
is good.
of the bats.
Parmesan what?
Parmesan's brother. So, like I said, thank you for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us, talking in the chat. This has been Dudes,
Tunes
And brews.
and Brews.
Catch you next week.
Yes, you will.